Local public works departments are busy doing spring cleanup and patching potholes, but now they're getting ready for a potential snowstorm midweek. Reporter Sonia Goins is live at the Robbinsdale Public Works Department with more. Hi, Sonia.
Shannon, I cannot believe we're talking about another major snowstorm in April. It's sunny out, it's a little bit windy, but come on, it's kind of warm. I have to tell you that the Robbinsdale Public Works Department is not too happy about another snowstorm on the way either. They have 5 main trucks like the ones you see behind me, and they were pretty much done for the year. Now, come here and take a look over here. You can see the snowplows just sitting here resting for the year. But with another major possible snowstorm on the way, crews will have to prep the trucks for more action.
We're going to have to go back through, mount the plows again, make sure that the spreaders are calibrated properly.
Today, Robbinsdale Public Works crews spent the day patching potholes around Crystal Lake, trying to remedy issues that popped up during the winter month. Mother Nature was not kind this winter. The constant ice, snow, and snow roller coaster made a mess of the roads. Now with more snow on the way, crews might have to redo all their hard work they already put in this spring.
That's a very good possibility because these patches that we put in the springtime are usually just a temporary patch, and with the temperatures being warmer and the snow being wet, no ice built up on the road, the plows are going to grab those fresh patches that we put in, and likely they'll rip those right out of the ground.
Now, Shannon, the only good news is if we get a lot of snow, it should probably melt pretty quickly. Live in Robbinsdale, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
All right, thank you, Sonia. Snow, storms, and whatever April brings us, perhaps is perfect timing that this week is Severe Weather Awareness Week. 2 tornado drills are scheduled for Thursday, one at 1:45 p.m., the other at 6:45 p.m. Outdoor warning sirens will sound, that's according to the National Weather Service. Minnesota experiences an average of 40 tornadoes per year. A tragic ending to a missing persons case involving an elderly Brooklyn Park man. Police say the man was found deceased Sunday morning. 89-year-old Sylvester Smith went missing from his home Saturday morning. Smith suffered from Alzheimer's disease and his family reported him missing. Public safety officials along with volunteers conducted searches, and Smith's body was found in a backyard just a few doors from his home. The Plymouth City Council will be reviewing applications this week for a vacant seat representing Ward 1. Longtime council member Judy Johnson resigned from the seat to serve on the Metropolitan Council. 16 residents applied for the seat. The City Council will review applications and narrow down the list for interviews on April 16th. The chosen candidate will take the oath of office at the regular council meeting on Tuesday, April 23rd. In Brooklyn Park, there's an escape from the ordinary. Just in time for prom season, we're taking you to a place where fashion is fun and colorful. Here's Corey Bork with this week's Business Matters.
When people come in here, they get kind of excited like they're in a candy store.
At Top to Bottom Clothing Store in Brooklyn Park.
I want all of my kids to look great on prom.
There's a sign of spring, and the colors are starting to pop.
I'm just giving you some examples so that you can make a quality decision on what you want to do.
Prom is a few weeks away, and Tristan Pettis needs a suit.
I want you to be happy. Customer service is what I do.
There's just one problem. Mom wants a statement suit.
He's strictly conservative.
Tristan wants less flash.
Let's try to compromise here.
Latia Blade is here to help.
A lot of kids are looking for different things, and I always tell them, you know, be yourself. Don't try to wear what somebody else is wearing if you're not comfortable wearing that. It's okay.
Prom is one of her busiest times of the year.
What's popular is the different colors. It's a 2-piece.
When Latia decided to open a clothing store 5 years ago.
This is a 3-piece suit. That's, you know, popular for prom as well.
She felt something was missing.
I'm originally from Detroit, where fashion is really popular. Not so much in the Twin Cities.
And in Brooklyn Park.
So you're not going to find this here in the Twin Cities.
She found a perfect home.
Brooklyn Park is a nice community, you know. It's a lot of different nationalities here, so I thought, you know, this would be a good area to put a clothing store.
It's a place that fuels her passion.
I care how my customers look when they walk out that door.
So how did she do with her customer Tristan?
We gotta let him be him on his prom.
On his prom, right.
You know what I'm saying?
He went with the classic black on black look.
He wins. I love him that much.
Absolutely.
And Mom will have to live with that. In Brooklyn Park, Corey Bork, CCX News.
So what are some of the latest fashions? Latia Blade says plaid suits are big this year. She's also working to increase her selection of women's clothing. She says the Michelle Obama handbags are a top seller. Now here's a way to enrich Golden Valley with works of art. The city is putting out the call for local artists to have their work displayed at Brookview and at City Hall this summer and fall. The deadline to apply is Friday, April 26th. City's Art Selection Committee will choose the finalists. The Final Four festivities kicked into high gear over the weekend, and one of the most popular attractions was the Ferris wheel on 10th and Nicollet. Our reporter Delane Cleveland got a bird's eye view. So if you weren't one of the 72,000 fans who packed into U.S. Bank Stadium for the games, you still had a chance to feel like you were part of the action. If you want to see this story and more, you can always go to our website, ccxmedia.org.
The Maple Grove baseball team has a solid core of returning players, and the Crimson should be in the hunt to win the Northwest Suburban Conference. Here's Jason Malillo with more.
Inconsistency plagued Maple Grove last season, and the Crimson is aiming to rectify that this spring.
From one season to the next, you don't always get the same results. And, you know, you see that even in the pros. I mean, somebody who had a great season one season, the next season you might struggle. That's kind of the nature of the game of baseball. And I think last year we were a little inconsistent up and down, and that was a factor.
MG will have good players to build around. Junior Nate Ross moves from the outfield to shortstop. Senior catcher Bennett Lewis is back. And the Crimson will have a strong pitching staff, led by seniors Dylan Peck, Jeremy Click, and Frank Volkers.
I think pitching is a huge part of the game for us, so having those returners, teaching the younger kids, and just leading us completely is going to be really beneficial for us in the future.
Ideally, Grove will lean on its pitching and defense to contain opposing offenses. Then the Crimson will scratch across runs when they can.
The type of player you have is going to dictate a little bit of what you do offensively, but we kind of do the same thing every year. We're going to try to put the ball into play, have a bunt game, try to be aggressive on the base path, and those types of things I think over the years have helped us to be successful.
And there's a good vibe for the Crimson, since most of the boys on this team came up through youth baseball together.
The team chem this year, I think it's better than it's been in a while because we just got so many guys that have been playing together for so long, and yeah, it'll definitely be an advantage to winning some ball games.
Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove did lose its season opener 1-0 to St. Michael Albertville Friday. The Crimson opened the conference season Tuesday with a game at Coon Rapids. The Osseo softball team is hoping to move up in the Northwest Suburban Conference standings this season, and Jay Wilcox has a preview of the Orioles.
The Osseo softball players aren't afraid of hard work, and they hope it shows up in the win column this spring.
Yeah, it looks super good. We've put in a lot of work. We've done a lot of morning practices, and then 3 hours after school, we've been just grinding. We've been working hard, and we're seeing results. It's going well so far, yeah.
I really hope as a senior that this year we do better than we did last year. I anticipate that we will, just because we're putting a lot more time in. We've been working probably a little harder than we did last year, and it definitely shows.
I said at the end of last year, maybe the best team I've had in terms of work ethic and in terms of community, how well they gelled, the team cohesiveness. It was a fun year to coach last year, and it's just carried through this year.
The Orioles won 6 games last season, but with a far more experienced lineup this year, that total could grow. It's a balanced group.
We only lost 2 seniors last year, so we're basically all pretty much back. We needed to fill second base and outfield position, but we have people stepping into that, so I think we're looking pretty good.
I don't think we're going to be, a super batting team. Yet I think we're pretty good at offensively. I think we'll be okay. Defensively, I think we're going to be a much improved team. I think last year we had our struggles, but towards the end of the year we're playing pretty good defense too. So I think we're going to be a pretty balanced. I don't think we're going to have one huge glaring strength, but we're not going to have a huge glaring weakness either. So I think we're pretty well balanced.
Shortstop Hannah Carmen and third baseman Bree Jones make up a good left side of the infield. Lefty pitcher Saray Trice is solid. With 2 of their closest neighbors and rivals, Maple Grove and Champlain Park, fielding strong teams, the Orioles want to match them.
Hey, anytime Maple Grove is good, these kids are aiming to be on their heels. Champlain, same thing. In the last 5-6 years, they've been really strong, and our kids are really anxious to catch up. I think that does drive them a little bit, even though I don't think they'd admit that.
Osseo looks to be, at the least, a team that'll battle and be tough to beat. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Osseo is scheduled to open the season Tuesday at Centennial. That's all for sports. More news right after this.